The ladies in your 20s, please don't be going around dating men in their 50s and 60s. Okay? And those men, they're even taking away your youth. All those older men, they are taking away your youth. So if you're in your 20s as a woman, what are you doing with them? Because these days, men, the older men and fathers and uncles, they are not teaching anything. Let me tell you something. As a man, your own is just two things that you need to use in running your life, which is money and good sex. That is all. That is your specialty. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another beautiful episode of Untold Chronicles with your girl Genevieve. Yes, so today we are talking about the 20s. Yes, listen, today I know I'm slaying, so you don't even need to tell me I look good. Okay all right, so we are talking about 20s and 20s men and 20s women. All right, listen, 2024, you don't need to be mistaken about your life. Okay, you don't have to look back and then you're going to be like, oh, I should have. No, you see, sometimes our parents are supposed to be doing this. That is why if you see people doing podcasts, especially those serious ones, you need to join in, because let me tell you, some of the things I know now, I wish my parents, my older siblings, my aunties, my uncles, I wish they have even sat me down to tell me. But no, nobody will tell you. They'll just leave you to live life. No. So some of us, our podcast here is to teach the younger ones, and then we will learn from the older ones. That is how we do our thing over here. All right? Okay. Now, the first thing we are talking about is I'll go to the women and then we go to the men. All right? Listen, if you're a woman in your 20s, the last thing you should be worried about is getting married. I'm sorry, but that is the truth. If you're a woman in your 20s, the last thing you should be worried about is getting married. You know why? Things have changed. Back in the day, perfect. Now, hell no. Please, make sure you build yourself. Whatever it is you want to do, focus and build yourself. Because you know what? You see the rate at which divorce is high these days. Yes. So, think about it a little bit. Let's just do a little thinking. Let's say you enter into marriage. Unfortunately, God forbid, things don't work for you. And you didn't learn any trade. You didn't save any money. You didn't build yourself. Nothing. Number one, you are stuck there because you can't take care of yourself. So you are there. Listen, as I'm talking to you, I have 2 women in my life who are in the same predicament as I speak. Yes. 2 women that I know. They are married. The marriage is going to shit and they can't leave because they don't have any money. They didn't build anything, nothing. They just up and left. One of them, I was their bridesmaids, but I don't know, can I say later. What I say? So please, if you are a woman and you're listening to me, don't rush to go and marry in your 20s. Things have changed though. Things have changed. Make sure you build yourself. Have some money in the bank. Have some concrete something. Not just send it by now, unfortunately. You can walk go and go and start your life, because you're not gonna sit there for marriage to kill you. Please. Last episode that we did, our guest who came around, she was like, marriage is in the Bible say enye man nina never worry. For unfortunately, so many women are obsessed with marriage. I don't know why, but so many women are obsessed with marriage. They can't see anything else. Please. These days, things have changed though. You see one couple married today, the next minute they are broken up. Yes. Marriage is a beautiful thing. But these days, people don't know how to navigate around it. So they just enter in here and then they leave. So please, if you're a woman, you're listening to me, get your shit together. As a woman, have some capital, have some money. What I say? So that just in case anything happen, you'll be okay. Let me tell you a quick story. I don't mean to. If the person happens to hear me say the story, don't worry, remember cash. Because I need to share the story. Listen. There was a lady, most of you know I sell cosmetics, right? There was a lady who came to my shop to buy stuff, and that day I was actually around. And then when she came, and my girls were serving her and everything. She came with the husband. They were married. The husband was like, please, what is all this? Amy, I don't have money to buy. She wanted to get some set of cream for her child, right? And the husband was pissed that he's the only one buying the cream and everything. Listen, how much is cream? But if you see the way the husband was, first of all, red flag. If you see the way the husband was reacting, and the husband didn't care that he was in the presence of new people and just embarrassing the woman because of cream. Can you imagine? Just embarrassing the woman because of cream. And this lady is literally just standing there, sad and everything. She really wanted the cream for her child, but the husband was just I'm like, wow. If you had your own something, and you could see the lady was not working, all right? If you have your own something, come on, you could have just bought your thing and walk away. This lady was so the man started insulting the lady and then left. First of all, to even do all that in front of a visitor or strangers is horrible. Wouldn't you see these red flags before you marry them? Please, ladies. I'm telling you, I've seen things going on these days. Marriage is beautiful. Nobody is saying me. I was almost there. So we all want to get married at some point. But let me tell you, as a woman, marriage should be like when you're in your 30s. And listen, don't let anybody tell you that Barbara, or when you get to your 30s, you are old. Yeah, please. I'm 36. Look at me well. I'm 36. I'll be 36 next month. I'm 36, of course. But let me tell you something. Men, they don't care about age. Yes, if a man wants you, they want you. So don't let people just get into your head that when you get in your 30s, want him, or please. The most fabulous men in my life, I got them in my 30s. And as I'm sitting here, you understand? So please, ladies, make sure you get your shit together before you start thinking about marriage. When you get to 30s, you have the whole of 30s to stress about marriage. In your 20s, come on. Hey, please, and don't let anybody deceive you. Say we'll do 30s and 120. I say 20s. Oh, please. And then you go into the marriage and then you are lost because, listen, 2 things are breaking marriages these days: cheating and financial issues. Asa? Yes. So please, you see the gateway? It's 2 things: cheat and financial stuff. Asa, any other thing else, people compromise. You can compromise. We are, because nobody is perfect. But I see these 2, it's not easy. So please, if you're listening to me in your 20s as a lady, the last thing you should be thinking about is settling down and all those things. Please, you do all that in your 30s. And don't let anybody tell you, in your 30s, you can't be able to have the children. Oh, please, what about those women having their second and third born and fifth born on when they are in their 40s? Yes. Statistics shows that most women have their second to sixth child when they are in their 40s. Where are they getting those eggs from? And an egg, I'm going to the market. Do they go to the market to buy the egg? Oh, please. Don't let anybody deceive you those things that, if you don't marry and have children right now, and then, please. And let me tell you something. These children these days, by the age of 12, they've forgotten about you. Children of these days, by the age of 12, you are done. Nobody cares about you. They are living their life. 12. By 20, they're sorry. Don't find your focal. So please, ladies, young ones, listen, 20s, the last thing you should be worried about is marriage. Focus on who you are. Learn, listen, and whilst you keep dating and stuff like that, it helps you to discover a lot more about you. You are mentally matured. Didn't you guys watch the previous episode? Sometimes you are not married. You sometimes even you get to 30s and 40s and you are still not married because you are not matured yet. So you're matured. Because let me tell you something, marriage is no joke. It's for the matured minds. If your mind is not matured, and let me tell you, most of the maturity you get is when you are in your 20s and how you lived your life. So you get the maturities in your 20s. You use that maturity to live your life in your 30s. And then you build from there. I'm sorry, but that is the truth. They'll tell you. And then they'll worry you. The moment you get to 20, 23, 24, everybody's poking you with marriage. Oh, police. Tell them to go and sit down. Now let's get to the men. Dear men, yours is very simple. If you're a man and listening to me, your own, it's so simple. Let me tell you something. If you are not financially stable, don't waste your time. Okay? If you are not financially stable, my brother, forget about marriage. Let me tell you something. There is no way your relationship or marriage will survive without money. And that money shouldn't come from the woman. It should come from you. The moment it's coming from the woman, you are doomed. You are not man enough. Yes, you will be termed as not man enough. You will lose your respect. You are literally nothing, because that is your main thing to do there. Anything else is for the woman. That is your main thing to do there, to provide and protect. And you don't have this. So please, if you're a man and listening to me in your 20s, focus and make money. That's for you. For you, it's even straightforward and simple, because at the end of the day, the moment you get this money and you get in your 30s, the whole thing is by the age of 35, as a man, you should have your shit together. That one, no compromise. Yes. If you are a man by the age of 35, you should have your shit together already. Yes. And at that time, you get any woman that you want. So if you're a man and you're in your 20s and you're already obsessing over some girl and all those things, I feel sorry for you, because that girl doesn't want you. Yes. Maybe another Yes. I'm yet to see any woman who is marrying men in their 20s. Please. Yes, I'm yet to meet any woman out here who is marrying men in their 20s. Nobody cares about marrying you in your 20s. These days, grandpa. So please, if you're a man and listening to me, focus on making money. That is. Let me tell you something, men. Let me tell you something. Because these days, men, the older men and fathers and uncles, they are not teaching anything. Let me tell you something. As a man, your own is just two things that you need to use in running your life, which is money and good sex. That is all. That is your specialty. You should have money and should be able to do the thing well. That's all. The rest, don't be your case. The rest is for the women. If you have a wife, service her well and make sure you take care of her. That's all you need to do. The rest, she got it. It's the truth. They won't say it, but that's the truth. As a man, that's all you need. So make your money. And when you get there, you finally get someone who... Let me tell you something. As I said before, let me say this. As I said before, that a woman needs to get her shit together so that by the time she's ready, yes. So imagine a woman having her shit together, a man having his shit together. He's financially sound and everything, and a woman who is, financially sound and she's matured and everything. And these two meet. Fire. These two meet. Fire. I'm telling you. But let me tell you, if a man doesn't have his shit together, the moment you enter into a relationship, first of all, you are even depressed in that relationship, because no man is themselves when they don't have anything. So please, if you're a man and you're listening to me in your 20s, yeah, 20s, oh yeah, a man cry. Your 20s, you're not even a man yet, you're a boy. What are you doing with serious relationship leading to marriage? Oh, please. Listen, if the women are supposed to enter into marriage in their 30s, yours is late 30s. The women is early 30s, yours is late 30s, even 40s. Yes. Make your money. Build yourself. Learn more. Date. It's fine. Just date. Don't be... So by the time you are ready and you're ready to settle down, you have so much experience. And you know how to treat your woman. You know the type of shit you take. You know the type of shit you can't take. You know the type of shit to work on. Even when you have your own faults. Sometimes you have some faults in you, you don't even know. But because you keep, you are focused on yourself, at some point you realize, oh, this is who I really am. 36 as I sit here, but let me tell you something. I can describe myself, faults and all. I can describe everything. I remember somewhere last month, I met a prominent person. Okay. I met some big man like that. And then he asked, when he took me to lunch, he asked me, what are your faults? He went straight out. You see, he was, I think he was in his 50s. Those people, they don't have time for concert. He just asked me straight away, Genevieve, what's your faults? I listed it. You know when you go to the groceries and you have a list? Yes. Give him. Okay, I got it. And then he told me, you see, you already know yourself. So in that case, if you are doing this, you know how to solve it. Because, this is who I am. Let me do this. Like that. You know yourself so well. So please, if you are listening to me, a man, a woman in your 20s, please, both of you, forget about marriage in your 20s. These days, things have changed. In your crab widening. Into the marriage you're what are you doing with marriage when you don't have nothing? So please, both men and women in your 20s, the last thing you should be thinking about is marriage. Both of you should work your ass off and build something. Build some legacy for your own self. And you're finally ready to settle down. You know that, at least the problems I'll face in my life, finances is not part of it. Okay? Because let me tell you something, marriage is no joke. And whether you like it or not, you face stuffs along the line. Trust me, you don't want money to be part of those issues. All right. Okay, so please, if you listen, and the ladies in your 20s, please don't be going around dating men in their 50s and 60s. So those men, or they will turn hot or so. They will marry you. 99.9% of the time, they will marry those ones. They know most of the time keep them as side chicks because of poor bar or mature or then they call the parents or needing a penny idea. Yes, if you like calculate all those men in their 60s and stuff, please, they don't marry women in their 20s. They marry women in their 30s and late 30s. Or have a foul, all right, but you reserve you at the back. You are not the reserving type. You deserve to have your own man and be shown around. Okay? And those men, they're even taking away your youth. All those older men, they are taking away your youth. So if you're in your 20s as a woman, what are you doing with them? And sabi, if you have your own money, trust me, those men, when they talk to you, you even mind them. Oh, kakrawa odia. And I'm more kakran mom in shop. Mom in shop. That's what I say. So ladies, please listen to me and the guys. Make money. Listen, if your money have money, you don't talk too much. Kasabi free. Making money, no. Now are cheap. Because even if you don't do the wedding crab for bana, or pesa wouldn't never cover vacation, expensive, and also first canoe. Because you see, I worry expensive in honeymoon ending. Because I know they buy me wedding 5 cedi now. They my better if you you better take me somewhere. Now you unsa any capri. Hey, so please, if you want to settle down, everything is money. Make your money. All right. Okay. That was a good one. All right. Thank you for listening. My name is Jennifer. Please make sure you like, subscribe, and then you follow our channel, and then you push our channel out there so that people come here. Because Charlie, here there is content and I say we give nothing but amazingness, good advice that will help you, your life, and others. So please make sure you introduce your channel to your fellow friends and family out there. All right. And I think next week or something, I think we have a special guest coming in on our next episode. So stay tuned. Love you all. Bye bye.